Hello and a very good everyone. So today we will learn on pivot table and conditional formatting. So when you look over here, we do have a database that has date column, Apple product models, sales method, cities, Apple product categories, countries, region and sales USD. So my manager wants me to prepare a quarterly report and my manager wants to know what is the sales performance of each Apple product categories. So I can actually use a pivot table to do the analysis, the summary and also the presentation. So let's get started. So first thing is I'm going to put my cursor anywhere on the raw data on the database. I'm going to press Ctrl A. By pressing Ctrl A, what happens is it will highlight the entire table. The next thing what I want to do is basically now we do have highlighted this table. We go to insert and we click pivot table. And then a box will appear, we just press OK. So my intention is I want to prepare a quarterly report and I also want to know the sales performance for each products. So I'm going to press OK. Okay, so now you just say I want to know the sales performance of each product. So I'm going to tick on these Apple product categories and tick the sales USD. So from here, you can actually understand what is the sales performance of each product categories. And we get to know that, okay, MacBook is the highest. And what if just say I want to do in a better presentation? So I'm going to press here, right click, and I want to do sort largest to the smallest. So from here we understand, okay, MacBook dominate the sales and then followed by iPhone, Apple Watch and other accessories. But what if just say I want to know the story behind the numbers? So I'm going to just drag the sales USD and put it over here, and I'm going to press here right click, and then what I'm going to do is I just want to go to show value as percentage of grand total. So in this case, what I can see is, okay, 55% of the sales is dominated by MacBook, and we can see that 85% of the sales is dominated by MacBook and iPhone, because 55 plus 30 is 85% or almost 86%. So this is how we can actually interpret the story. What I want to do next is, the next thing is I want to also know the quarterly performance. So I want to highlight all this, so I press Ctrl A. And then after that, I press Ctrl C to copy, and then I just want to paste it over here. So right now, from this particular data, what I want to do is I want to know the quarter performance. So I unselect the Apple product and I select the date. Once I select the date, yes, it shows months and days. But what if just say my manager wants quarterly report? So you just select on the January, put it on the active cell, right click, and then what you do is you go to group, because in grouping you can either group it by year, month, days, or also you can group it by quarter. So I'll unselect the months, unselect the day, choose the quarter and press OK. Now we have a quarterly report. So this quarterly report will tell us, okay, what's the performance and so on. And what I want to do next is I want to do two things. One, I want to show difference from and percentage difference from. So I'm going to drag the sales over here, and then I'm going to press here right click, show value as difference from, and not base item quarter one, should be based on previous. And then I press OK. So from here, when I press yes, you will notice that, okay, that means quarter 2 there's an increase, quarter 3 there's a reduction, quarter 4 there's a major reduction. And now I want to know in the form of percentage. So I'm going to press here right click, show value as percentage different from, and then what I'm going to do is over here I want to choose previous, and then I press OK. Then you see, okay, that means in quarter 2 there is some minor increase 0.85, in quarter 3 there is a minor very minute decrease, but in quarter 4 there is a major reduction. And then what if they say I want to use conditional formatting? So for this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag the sales USD one more time. So yes, we do have another sales USD, but this one over here I'm going to highlight all this, or maybe you can just select any cell, conditional formatting, data bar, more rules, and then what happens is a box will appear. I'm going to select all cells that show the sum of sales USD 3. I just tick show bar only, and I'll just choose blue color. And then I press OK, and then what you'll notice is, okay, but this grand total is not necessary. So I'm going to press here design and grand total off. So now it looks better, so we can understand, okay, this is the story and so on. And I want to do the same thing. So I'll go to home, conditional formatting, highlight cell rules. So maybe I put greater than, anything greater than 0 I put here green color, and then after that Anything less than 0, I put here red color. And then after that, we do have these icon sets. So I'll choose this. Okay, so right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and then manage rule. So we do have this conditional formatting. I'm going to go to edit rule and all cells, and then here I'll just put here number, and over here also number. So because this positive means it shows green color arrow, negative means it shows red color arrow. This thing I'm going to do the same thing, edit rule and all cells. I'm going to press OK, and the same thing. So I'm going to press here all cells and then press OK and OK. So from here we can see, okay, this is how the storyline is. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste as a format. I'm going to do the same thing. So what I'm going to do is conditional formatting, manage rule, and then of course all these cells. So I'm going to clear edit and then all cells showing number, press OK, and the same thing over here. And I'm going to press this and the same thing, edit and sum of sales. Of course, what you'll notice right now is you will notice that it changes. Okay, this one changes to a whole number. So I'm going to press here right click and number format. I'm going to put your percentage with 2 decimal places. There you go. Okay, so let me just change this so that it can be look better. Okay, wait, let me just do one more time. So right click, number format, make sure it is percentage. Okay, maybe percentage and press OK. Or maybe what I can do is I can just go to format cells and instead of accounting put percentage. Alright, so now this looks better. So what we can see is we can actually see the performance of this particular data. Here it gives us a story, what is the product performance. Here it gives us quarterly performance. And we can also improvise the grammar. So maybe over here what I want to do is I'll put just here total sales. Over here apportionment. So in the form of percentage, and over here maybe the performance. Okay, over here what I want to do is quarterly sales. Over here is the quarter on quarter trending. Okay, so this is the data and this one is in the form of percentage. Okay, so this one I want to align center, and what I want to do is I want to change the coloring. So I'll just go to design and you can choose any color you want. Maybe if you don't want the row labels, you go here off the field header. So now it looks better, and I want to do the same thing as well, design. So I'll just choose this. And if you don't want the row label, go here and off the field header. So over here what we can see is we can see the performance of the products, and also we can see the performance of the quarterly report. But if just say you want to actually see the slicer, so you go to this pivot table, insert slicer. Maybe I want to know by region and I press OK. So now if they say I click Africa, of course this one changes, but it doesn't reflect over here. So you need to right click and then you go to report connection, and then what you do is you just tick over here and then you press OK. So now it looks better. So we can see, okay, 56% dominates, MacBook dominated in Africa, and then you can click Americas, APAC, Europe, Middle East, and you can also clear filter. So apparently what we can understand is Q4 there is a reduction in most of the regions. Okay, when you click over here, and if they say you want to actually upkeep your slicer, here we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different data. So you can go here, change to 5 and press enter. So it will look like this. You can just adjust accordingly. So now it looks better, and then what you do is you just insert few rows and you can just put it over here, and then you can just change the color to dark blue color and it looks better. And if just say you don't want the grid lines, you can go to the view and off the grid line. So in this case now the presentation looks nice, so you can just play around. You can just select the data, and from here you can do not only on quarterly report, not only on Apple product categories, you can actually do more than that. Basically, if just say you want to know, for example, I'm going to copy this and let me just paste it over here. So just say you want to know the sales method, so you unselect this and you select the sales method. Just like that, we get to know, okay, Apple Store has the highest sales, general outlet, online payment is follow up the sales, and so on. You can also do the same thing for Apple products model as well. So I'm going to copy this and let me just paste it over here. and let me unselect this and select Apple product models. So when I select Apple product models, so this is how it looks like. We can actually understand. So we have AirPods and so on. And if just say you want to know which particular model dominates, so right click, then you go to sort largest to smallest. So from here we can understand, okay, it means that MacBook dominate the sales. When you click Africa, Americas, APAC, Europe, even Middle East, we can understand who dominates the product and which product is the highest. So apparently MacBook is the highest, but it depending on which particular model. In some cases we have M1, in some cases we have M2 dominates the market. So this is how we can actually provide a story behind the numbers and so on. So if just say I clear filter, we can see the overall performance, and if just say you want to auto fit, you can click it over here. So this is how you can understand. So we can use pivot table to do data analysis.